6 months, SFAM, almost 6 months here at my new unit as an OCT, as an observer, coach, trainer, controller trainer. They call it, it's different things that they call it. Anyway, what up, SFAM? It's your boy Lynch. I'm back again, man. I'm still here. I'm still rocking, man. I'm trying to figure things out. It's just a lot going on in my life right now, man. Specifically at work is what I want to talk to y'all about this here video. Man, as an OCT, 6 months here, there's changes that are happening in my new unit, y'all. The stresses of me being at a regular line unit is starting to come back. I'm starting to get these weird feelings that I don't like. I've been so used for the past few months to not really doing the normal things that we do as far as training is concerned, getting up in front of people and teaching something is concerned. We just now, today, we completed the AAR today for my first field training exercise as an OCT. And as someone in the Army whose job it is to observe other units with their training and give them an AAR, y'all probably wondering, like, what would we do for an FTX? So I'll explain it to y'all what we did for my FTX. We got tested, a regular paper test with multiple choice questions on different things that we have to do at our job. Something that we have is called a CTGP, CTPG, something like that. What it has to do with is I wrote it down and I left it at work, but it's something about the training partners. It's a memo. It's basically a memo, and there's, just different dates and information and things for us to know that goes in there. I think it has stuff in there as far as when we operate, our next FTXs that we have coming up, family readiness group meetings that we have coming up, leave dates and all that good stuff. There's a lot of information that's in there. I'm still trying to get a grasp of it. This acronym is crazy that is called by, but we got tested on that. There was some pyrotechnics questions that we had to get tested on. There were some other things too. I can't think right now and I don't want to spend a lot of time trying to think about it, but we took a handwritten test. We had to go and play this video game like software. What it was us as a unit going out to do a patrol, and when we did this patrol we had to react to contact. So it was a video game, kind of like Call of Duty a little bit, but it wasn't. And we got observed by another group and they gave us some feedback on what we did, and then we had to observe a unit and give them feedback on their stuff. Then there was another one where it was a simulation of us getting in contact with with a unit that's going to be doing some training in the next 12 months. And what we did was we looked at their outline of the training that they have, and the way that they had it, we had to give them feedback and let them know our suggestions on what kind of training they should be conducting, when and how they should conduct this training, all that stuff. And then we had to go and back brief our battalion commander on what we talked about with this guy. He was a sergeant first class. I'm gonna say he was an acting first sergeant. We also did some driver's training. Some of this stuff to me didn't make any sense of why we did it. Some of it did make sense. I did learn a lot from the training, but again, that stress, that nervousness from being a platoon sergeant and having to get in front of people and present stuff, having time to prepare for things and stuff like that, it really made me feel a certain kind of way this last week. Even now, I didn't do very good on the test. An hour before the test or so, we did a little study session. I tried to remember as much as I could, but I don't think I did they didn't tell me that I failed, but I did one of the work. I was one out of the 3 that didn't do very well on the test. So now, since it's like a punishment, since we didn't do that good on the handwritten test, we have to come up with some training. To me, I'm guessing like a study guide, and that's due on Wednesday next week. So me and the 2 other people have to come up with some kind of training or something. It's like we failed, so we have to train everybody on the class. When to me, in my mind, we failed, so someone should be getting with us that actually knows all this stuff, or that remembers the answers better or something like that, and helps us train. Instead, we have to come up with the training. To me, that doesn't make any sense, but whatever. The one thing I did like about this FTX is it started every day at 10 o'clock. We would do PT on, just like normal, but it wasn't a normal field training exercise like it is in a line unit where you stay out in the field in tents and stuff like that and all that. It won't none of that being in the elements and all that for very long. The longest that we were in the elements was when we did driver training. We had to go and, get the vehicles ready, hop in the vehicles, go drive around post, and then we came back after we fueled them up and all that good stuff. So yeah, so we just knocking it out, doing what we gotta do, man. I'm still enjoying my time just with these changes that's coming along. I know we're getting ready to get new leadership soon within my team and within my brigade. I know there's changes and stuff that's coming along. Y'all know I don't like change. Getting used to how we operate things here, and now they're trying to, it's just, I don't know. There's a lot to complain about, and I'm trying to stay as positive as possible when it comes to, you know, all the changes, all this different stuff that I don't necessarily think makes sense. Somebody else thinks it makes sense. They get paid more money than me. They're higher ranked than me, so let them dictate, do what they gotta do. I'll follow through like the good soldier and freaking execute what I'm supposed to execute. Other than that, like I said, I have been TDY to Illinois, specifically Rock Island, Illinois. It's a big river that was right there outside my hotel room. And that river was, I say 90% frozen when I looked out and I seen it. It was freaking crazy, man. I had to cross this river every single day to go to class. The class wasn't bad at all. The class didn't last very long. I think we got done like maybe 1,500 every day at the latest. We had to show up there every day at 9, but we also did PT too while we were out there. So, you know, it was almost like a normal work day back with working on being at a line unit, except we got off early. I still had to do my college at the same time. I don't think I told y'all about the other TDY that I had to do when I went to Ohio. So this one that I went to do at Ohio, I went with the battle buddy and we met with his unit that was in a training conference. They were in there doing their conference or whatever. We didn't get to give much feedback on anything that they were talking about. It wasn't really for us. It was still good to go because I got to see the process of going TDY while I'm here, seeing what the units do, just meeting another unit and stuff like that. It was cool. I also was there because I didn't want my battle buddy. They can't go alone anyway. We can't just have one NCO go by themselves. There has to be, you know, another one there. So I volunteered to go with them too. It's not bad, man. It's not really a bad gig. The changes are happening, but if I guess I don't learn how to deal with them or whatever, I'm really not gonna enjoy myself. And I'm not gonna really be feeling it here because I don't like stress. I don't like last minute. Hey, this is you're up to do this last minute. I have no idea of how to do it. Let me get prepared. Help me prepare for this thing so that I'm not up there looking stupid in front of people, looking like I don't know what I'm talking about or whatever the case, which I don't. But just show me, help me out and show me, you know? And that just comes with me opening my mouth and saying something to somebody who can freaking show me some stuff. It is what it is. Just keeping it moving, man. I've been going TDY, dealing with college right now. That's it, 6-month update, man. I'll try to get with y'all more as much as I can. I know we got another FTX coming up pretty soon. Not bad. Still kind of having fun, still rocking with it. And I'm just focused on retirement, man. 3.5 years. 3.5 years. And we're gonna see what happens at that time. Thank y'all so much for rocking out with your boy, man. It's your boy Lynch. SFAM, stand up, salute, stay focused and motivated. Get motivated up in this jank one time. Love y'all to death. Keep doing it, y'all. I'm out. Entrance. And by the way, I don't like it. It smells a little musty in here a little bit. I don't know. Might switch rooms, but it's not that bad. Bathroom smells cleaner than the room itself. Cool. At least I know it's clean in there. Here go the double beds. Don't worry about my snackage right here. It's got my snacks and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Okay. But yeah, nice size TV. All the way up on the 6th floor. Made it to my room. This crazy thing, this river, the whole river's like ice. It's crazy. All right.